Hello there. This is your host, Moron, speaking with another public service announcement. The following audio is not of the highest quality. Due to our lack of attention, focus, and overall preparedness, we had a few technical difficulties when recording these episodes. I tend to blame our producer, Noel Rodriguez, who is quite the rascal and usually is not paying attention to anything that we're doing. Yet, here we are, and we must apologize for what you are about to hear. We at Morons Make Sense pride ourselves in the highest quality of entertainment, and this does not fit our standards. However, we do not want these episodes to fall into the ether, where no one can enjoy them. So we've decided to include the audio that was not recorded separately, but recorded on the camera itself. We've been able to make that audio decent enough for you, the listener, to enjoy. And, well, we just had no other choice. Please enjoy this new episode of Morons Make Sense.
What did you expect? Welcome, Sonny. Make yourself at home. Marry my daughter. You've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. The common clay of the New West. You know. Morons.
And welcome to Morons Mince Movies. I am your host, Moron Sam Munoz, and I'm here with my fellow morons, Ublester Peñalosa II, and Akam, the Star Lord himself, Arturo. Yeah.
Oh, damn, you got promoted to Star Lord, man. Thank you.
Hey, and today we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. And
Volume
3, yes, which just came out a couple weeks ago from the point that you're hearing this recording.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to talk about it. But first, we're gonna do what we're drinking because our friend Arturo, the Star Lord here, brought another bottle of whiskey, I believe.
Well, actually, tell us where you brought this from, Arturo.
So I brought this from right over there.
From myself? From my liquor
in
cabinet?
Uble's
Oh,
garage,
man.
his liquor cabinet.
I didn't know that Uble drank actual man's liquor, you know.
I dabble in actual liquor.
You can see the dust that's collected on this bottle and how often it's
It's
I'm gonna be
aged.
real with you,
It's
man.
called
I had no
aged.
idea that was in there.
This is briny gold shipwreck spiced rum, and I'm very, very excited to try it. I've always heard really good things. I do love rum, and
How is it?
we're gonna find out right now.
Oh, you haven't had any?
Oh, it was rum. I thought it was whiskey.
Mm-mm.
Is it? He's
He's gonna channel his...
Damn, that's good. Yar!
Yeah, it is.
Give you a hard
Captain
on.
Jack is gonna come out.
No, this is absolutely fucking amazing.
Nice.
It's really good.
I think for the next episode I'm gonna drink some of that. But I am doing for this one Guinness Extra Stout.
Extra.
Just picked this up at the nearby Target before I got here, and it tastes fantastic. My friend Uble, what are you drinking? A 24-ounce.
It doesn't matter what I'm drinking.
Of lemonade.
Yeah, it's actually
Watermelon.
whiskey.
Watermelon.
I emptied out the lame seltzer that comes in these cans,
Yeah.
and I filled it in with whiskey. It's
Moonshine. Moonshine.
Yeah.
I think it was moonshine.
You just have these
Moonshine,
bottles for show, right?
Yeah. No. I like to dabble in the neat whiskey from
He
time
bought
to time.
this
or
in
rum.
the year 2005.
It was on sale.
I was trying to see what year.
It's vintage.
It just says aged 4 years, but who knows when it was.
Well, that means it's now 12-year vintage.
Anyways.
Oh, here it is. 2010.
Oh,
Nice.
there you go. There
Yeah,
you
those
go.
were
So
my
it's
liquor
only
days.
13 years old.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get on to some Galactic Pirates.
Very nice transition. Damn.
I'm on
You're
point
on
today.
fire,
Yeah,
man.
Thank you.
Galactic
So,
Fire.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's start off with some general thoughts about the movie. So no spoilers right now, but we will get into spoilers because that's how we do our little mincing of movies.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to point out this is the first time we dedicate a full episode to mincing a movie this year.
Yeah,
We're in May, and we're finally doing this.
It was a very slow movie.
in my
No,
defense.
so much shit came out. You just we couldn't
Nope.
make it work.
We could have done Mario. We did Mario. We kind of did
We
Mario.
did Mario, yeah. But then
Yeah.
this is the first episode dedicated to something in particular.
Yeah.
We could have done
okay.
John Wick. We could have done Scream.
Yeah, you would have had to pay me to get up to go to see Scream.
And I feel like you really appreciate the last couple.
Really?
But
Okay. Well,
Technically, it's the first one to air because we did an episode on Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. But we ended up fighting. Remember? Sam got way drunk. Sam got way drunk talking about
That's
that
actually
movie.
a fantastic movie.
And he flipped the table. All the speakers came down. The
It's not
lights
out
fell
yet.
down. So
it's
we had
out.
to,
I already saw it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, we
It's
had to
fucking-
scrap that episode.
It's great.
I thought it was out like there this month.
No,
Oh, no,
it's
for
already
Mother's Day
out.
weekend.
No,
No,
it was
it's
like
been
I
out
think
like
it
a
came
week.
out the same day that Guardians came out, but
Yeah.
I went to go see that first, and then
It's hardcore.
Anyways, let's get on with Guardians
Yes,
of the
that's
Galaxy.
Guardians.
Let's start with you, Arturo, since I know you're gonna give us the super positive.
I mean,
Arturo
because
approved.
it was super fucking awesome. I just watched it. I watched it twice, so I actually got to see it with Sam and Uble.
Yeah.
The first time around last week,
Yeah.
but it was a showing way later than I'm used to.
It was past his curfew. It was,
Way past. I fell asleep for about half an hour.
He looks like he's in his early 30s, but deep inside, he's actually 54.
Makes sense. But I got to rewatch it today in a completely empty theater and just really experienced it. Got to cheer, got to clap, got to bawl excessively.
You were
It was
playing
an
basketball
absolute
in there?
Yes, I was. I was balling it up.
Just balling it up. Sorry,
But
dude.
no, it was absolutely. I had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go second, so we'll go this way. I enjoyed the movie. I would say that I laughed. There was a very many funny moments that I think was better than the second one. They didn't overdo it. They had a nice balance of laughs and action, and overall I enjoyed the movie. So it is gonna be a positive review for me. I did have some things I didn't like about the movie, but I think overall it was enjoyable. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick it up a notch, and I'm gonna say that I fucking love this movie. I've been a huge fan of all the Guardians movies from the first one. I was telling Arturo that night that we went to watch it while we were waiting for you that I actually got a chance to watch part one on the red carpet premiere with the stars.
Really?
I was all the way the fuck up on the balcony.
Uh-huh.
But Chris Pratt and everyone else was down there watching it for the first time with me. So
That's a.
we kind of watched it together. We're pretty much best friends, me and Chris Pratt, if you really think about it. But yeah, so ever since then, I've been gung-ho Guardians. I think of all the Marvel movies or superheroes, I think these are my more enjoyable, like more visually gratifying set of movies. So yeah, I also will be speaking positively of these movies.
All right. Let's get into the story then. So
So,
I guess
spoiler
from here on out,
territory, yeah.
spoilers. Spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen the movie, it's been about 2 weeks since the movie came out. So I think a lot of you have already seen
How much
it.
has it made as of right now? Before we get to spoilers, producer.
Its first weekend draw, I think, was around 130 million or so
I
domestically.
think it was like it's at 300 something right now.
Globally, is that
I think it's
globally?
the
or-
fifth
That's
highest grossing movie of the year so far.
So
That's a lot of
worldwide,
numbers.
it's at 365. US, it's at 145.
Budget was
at the time of this
250
recording.
million.
It's only been out for a week. At the time of the
Budget
Yeah,
was 250 million, so it's already made more than its budget back.
Yeah.
So not a bad investment for anybody.
Well, you got to count in all the marketing and all the other stuff.
That's right. Marketing
But, yeah.
is usually twice the amount of the budget. So
Twice the
No,
amount.
no,
it's
it's like
fucking-
29%.
No, it
No?
can't be that. It
It's
depends on
not
what they're
double.
doing.
nah, come on, worldwide budgeting, billboards, commercials, airtime, fucking all
There's
of
an
that
Airbud.
nonsense. I was gonna say.
So-
I fought the urge to say Airbud.
It's so the box office revenue is going to be an interesting topic because as one thing that I want to talk about as we talk about this movie, and we'll get to it later, is just the state of superhero movies today, because there has been a lot of talk lately about that Marvel might be on its way down. But let's focus on the movie, and then we'll
Spoilers.
go.
Be flipping tables.
Spoilers for the rest of this episode, Sam. Yeah, as far as the story goes,
Mhm.
fucking 10 for me.
Yeah, I loved how they made Rocket the heart of the film.
What do you think of
he's
that
the heart of
opening?
the team.
What do you think of that
My God,
opening?
dude?
Isn't it
fuck.
beautiful, man? Just fucking Creep. He's chilling on nowhere, listening to Creep.
The start of the movie was very satisfying
Well, it opened
because it was
first with, like,
Radiohead.
the
Yeah.
raccoon flashback. And it was all. I just saw it. I remember specifically
sure?
of it. Yes, it's all the raccoons in the cage.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's
yeah. And the
hand
hand reaches in.
but then it cuts into nowhere.
To
and
nowhere,
you're
yeah.
in- yes.
Yeah.
And just him singing along to it, the lyrics and what it means. The soundtrack, by the way, for this fucking movie.
Fucking 10.
Fucking 10.
Fucking 10.
The
It's so
music
perfectly
and all
timed.
the
Yes.
Guardians of the Galaxies
It's
have
always
been,
been really
been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just good.
Yeah, I love that
choice.
opening. I don't even know where to start with this movie.
Well, it opens great, and then you have the gold guy. What the hell is his name? You guys got
Adam Warlock.
Adam
That's
Warlock.
established in the movie, Sam. You just weren't paying attention.
I don't remember their fucking names. There's too many names to remember. But
There's like 2 new people. That was it.
You and your memory.
Adam Goldwalk.
I literally just said Warlock. You purposely fucked it up.
Yeah.
Just
Who's that on
flies
purpose?
in and knocks out poor Rocket.
Yeah, man.
And gets into a fight with all the Guardians and whatnot.
Fuck yeah.
And what a fight. He
was
just
it-
cuts through them, man.
Was this the first time they show him? Because I had no
Yes.
idea what the fuck was going on.
Yeah,
And
but
I
it's
was
not
like,
the first time they
who the
showed
fuck
his
is
race.
this guy?
They hinted at him, they teased at him in volume 2,
Mhm.
Yeah,
but they show the rest of
Sovereign.
the people.
I remember the
Sovereign.
Goldies.
Yeah,
The Goldies.
Yeah, they're
They
in
were
part
nice.
2, and I think they mentioned something about getting him, but I think they even
It
said
was just
he's
the
still in
cocoon.
his cocoon.
Yeah, in the cocoon. It
He
was
said
the
it's too
post-credit scene.
soon or something
Yeah.
like that. Which
Mm.
I guess you can talk about it now. I like how they approached that character,
Mhm.
Adam Warlock. He was a new addition to the Guardians franchise. And in the comic books, he's a full-blown adult, but he's like way more powerful,
right?
And he's just this ultimate being. So I was wondering how they were going to approach that in these movies, because it would be kind of boring to
It
see.
would. I thought it was
power.
really clever how they did it. Basically, they released him too soon. He's still a kid,
They hatched
and
him
that was
from the
played
cocoon.
really well. And that way, he's not just OP and like just wrecking on everyone
Yeah.
on Superman. Like,
OP?
I mean, he was
Overpowered.
wrecking on everyone.
Oh,
yeah, well, even more to an extent, because like Adam Warlock at his height could have like just made short. Like it would have been
yeah.
a lot
FS,
shorter,
man.
a lot
FS.
shorter of
He's
a
a-
fight. Yeah.
He's another
sure.
super powerful being.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I like that they approached him that way. I wondered what was his purpose, like why was it that he was going after Rocket specifically?
So yeah, apparently Rocket is the key to what was the
High
the
evolutionary.
high evolutionary.
Which fucking also a 10 as for me as a villain.
There's a lot of
yeah.
tens here.
There is, man. I told you I was gonna speak very highly of this.
I
movie.
don't-
I just
know.
loved how much I hated him.
Yeah,
Like, and there's no redeemable, like, sympathetic that you kind of get it, like with
Yeah.
Killmonger, Thanos.
He was
Right,
trying
right.
to he
Like-
was trying to perfect society. He's trying to
Oh,
perfect
right.
society.
Hold on. So
I mean, he
you related to it.
recognizes-
You related to
He
it.
recognizes the errors of society. He was just trying
but
to perfect
do
it.
the ends
But
justify the means?
it would have been it would have been fine if he was like torturing humans, but the fact that he was
Right.
torturing animals, that's where I drew the line. I was like,
Okay.
you
Alright.
motherfucker.
But you see
How
where he's
can you
coming
do
from.
this?
You sympathize
Sam
with him.
does. Sam's like, I know what I would do with this.
I was totally
Yeah.
fine with him making goldies or whatever
Yeah.
other fucking human like race he wants to make, but why
Yeah.
go after the animals, man? That's fucked up. He's a fucking asshole.
Peter, on that note, Peter recently awarded this like the best animal rights movie ever.
Yeah, that's
That's-
Peter?
PETA.
Peter.
The organization. Yeah,
I heard
yeah.
Peter. Yeah, no, I really like the High Evolutionary. So yeah, for anybody that's watching this episode that hasn't actually seen the movie, or if you're like Sam and have horrible memory and don't remember what happens in the movie, or if you're like Arturo and you fall asleep during the movie, basically what it is
That was good.
basically what it
We're
is
never gonna let that down.
so the High Evolutionary in his goal to making a perfect society is fucking with animals.
Mm.
He's trying to get them to evolve faster
than-
than normal,
yeah.
instantly, I guess, if you will. And so he's
Giving him,
fucking
like,
with a bunch of animals.
Robotic arms and shit like
Yes.
that. And
What do you think of the other animals in the group 89 that he
they were
was?
horrific
yeah.
and
Right?
sad and tragic. Yeah.
Like I felt
Teeth-
so much for them.
Teeth, Floor,
and
Rocket,
Lila.
and Lila. Oh, my Lila.
like,
the bunny
Lila,
was
I-
the saddest looking one.
The bunny was
bunny,
nightmare
right?
fuel.
But it
Yeah,
was
man.
sad.
Oh my
It's just
gosh.
like
Floor.
this poor bunny
Poor thing.
I
seems
think
so
the fact that he's
innocent.
white. The white bunny with the
Yeah.
red eyes, that contrast is fucking always terrifying, no matter what.
No, I didn't
Like-
find anybody terrifying. I found them just like
No, terrifying.
sad. It was saddening.
I wanted to hug them all. As much as Floor scared me, I wanted to hug her too. Like and Maya and I were talking about the movie after. Cause she's like, who voiced Lila? Because I found her voice so soothing. Like, who was it? It was Linda Cardellini. who she's Hawkeye's wife in the Marvel movies, but she was in Dead to Me, Daphne from the Scooby-Doo
Dazed and
films,
Confused.
Dazed and Confused. And she has that mannerism of like being calm and like looking after people.
Yeah,
and all, like,
I can see that.
Perfect.
So she,
I think it was because it was an otter.
So she's in
Well,
the
that
Marvel
helps.
universe. She's in the Marvel universe as a human being and as an otter.
Yeah, this movie actually had
That's
several
fucking
people from Marvel recast within the universe.
How so?
Judy Greer from the Ant-Man movies.
Oh, that's right. She's
Scott Lang's wife.
Scott Lang's wife.
She voiced the pig, the war pig.
Oh,
Richard.
really?
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
That's fucking wild.
Interesting.
I know a lot of the cast was from Peacemaker. I know James Gunn was like, "Come on in, doors open,
Well,
fellas."
High Evolutionary, he was on Peacemaker.
High Evolutionary was a Peacemaker.
oh,
His wife was in
His
it.
wife was in it.
His
as
wife
well.
was
Yeah.
in it.
When she got shot in the leg.
Yeah, yeah, I remember
So
that.
good.
Yeah, so
Well, it's James. Like he's now repopulating everything, and there's a lot of talk about
Good for him,
how
man.
he's saving simultaneously the MCU and Marvel all at once.
that's true. Got a lot on his plate, man. No pressure, James.
No
Don't
pressure.
fuck it up.
But it's interesting seeing like now actors showing up on different sides.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Ura was the actor's Ratcatcher in the newest Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Fuck
Sorry,
was that, Noel?
came through.
That rude interruption over there.
Yeah. We didn't ask our producer what he was drinking, by the way.
What is he drinking?
He's drinking
vodka
green
with-
apple flavored vodka.
What the?
FN.
So basic. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Let's go back.
let's get back to the movie. Go
Yes.
back into its story elements.
Yes, Rocket was the heart, and I loved the flashbacks and the pain.
Yeah, the whole Rocket story I really enjoyed. And
He
not
went
enjoyed, but
fucking hard.
it was good.
He
It
had
was
no
good.
right. He had no right making me this sympathetic or this
He got you
emotional
fucking
about
invested.
a raccoon
Yeah.
who got experimented
What do you mean
on.
he had no right? That's his.
He-
that's
no.
his purpose.
No, man.
As a
No,
storyteller,
no,
he should
sorry.
make you invested in it.
No, sir. No, he made me cry about a raccoon. There was a lot of elements to this because there's the whole Peter Quill storyline. Like,
Yeah.
yes, this movie was more rocket oriented, but you
had a
had
huge story.
you had your Star-Lord backstory where he's
He's
drinking
suffering
it,
Gamora.
he's bummed
he's
about
missing.
Gamora.
Yeah.
You had your Cosmo.
Drax.
What, is she
Cosmo.
a good dog or a bad dog?
yeah.
We don't know until the end of the movie. There was a lot of side stories that I feel
And
like.
Drax and
Drax and Mantis.
and
They're such a
Mantis,
great pairing.
I like their chemistry together.
Yeah.
They had a great
You
great
should
sort
watch
of
the
storyline
holiday
throughout
special
that.
that you missed. It's just
Yeah, I didn't know that
Oh,
where
that's
that's
right.
where it was established that they were brother and sister,
Mhm.
and with Star Lord, and I don't know. I was when they were talking about that, I kept thinking like, did that happen in Volume 2? Did that happen in one of the
It
other
kinda-
movies? Like I do not remember this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna
Technically,
go.
It happens in
It
volume
happened
2,
in Volume 2.
but then it's established.
I was
It's
like,
set
I'm
out
sure
now.
there was some side animated show that established that or something.
Something on
that
Disney Plus.
Yeah, there was some Disney Plus show for 8 episodes that established that. So
Just
I was
one
like,
special.
whatever. Now I have to like assume all these things. Like, oh, I don't remember that. It
Which
must have
is a
been
good
some
thing
side
to touch
episode.
on. Good thing to touch on later when we
Oh,
talk
true,
about
true.
Our upcoming topic. But yeah, a lot of the side stories I really enjoyed. I feel like there was no
Mantis
time.
couldn't catch a break, by the way. She
Every
kept,
time
like,
she
getting-
fell?
Every time she fell.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite running gags throughout the whole movie.
So
Is
good.
in the scene where they're like floating and hopping.
And then she's
all
she
fucking
can't catch a fucking break.
discombobulated. She's upside down, and every time they fall to the floor,
Oh,
she always
man.
falls horribly uncomfortable. I like that about this movie. What I was gonna say
It had
is,
some good comedy, that's for sure.
it's a long movie. It's 2.5 hours. With previews, you're now looking at 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because of fucking 30-minute previews. Thank you so very much, fucking studios. Anyway, but I never felt like
The length.
they were like it was actually 2.5 hours. Like when we were watching
Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
You
Yeah.
both fell asleep.
No, we didn't. Who falls
We
asleep
both-
during a Marvel movie? Some loser, maybe, but not us.
Well, can you
we fell
interject
asleep.
that scene when they both fell asleep?
No,
Yeah.
we
We
fell asleep.
But
Yeah.
that's because that movie felt like they were stretching it for the sake of stretching it. Like scenes that could have been 10 minutes were fucking 30 minutes or 5 minutes were 15 minutes. And it's like, now you're just fucking trying to milk this so that it hits that 2 hour mark or that 2.5 hour mark. With this movie, I honestly didn't feel like at any point throughout the movie, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you guys felt differently, but I never felt like, oh, it's fucking, come on, just get on with it already.
Even
You
the
know?
second time I watched it.
Yeah. That's right.
No, I think it was well paced. It a good good movie, I say. Enough of this positive stuff. Let's bring up some negative things because
No, we're not done.
No, you guys can bring some more
sure.
positives since I guess I'm the only one who's gonna say any negative things.
I mean, say a negative thing.
I mean, one of the plot lines that happened over it that I didn't like was just like the constant near deaths that never amounted to anything.
Oh
really.
yeah, I do remember
So
you saying that.
I mean, pretty much every Guardian of the Galaxy gets one in this entire movie, and they're all. And you're kind of
everyone.
Yeah, they all get one. They
Groot gets beheaded.
It starts off with like Drax and Mantis in that one fight that they have with those guys in those weird ass alien suits or whatever. And then one of the guys brings out a gun, and then it's like they're fighting. It's all like funny and action and everything. And all of a sudden it slows down, and like Drax is like smiling, and he turns around and he gets shot.
Was that scene.
And he gets shot and
yeah, and that was early in the movie.
And they make it.
Groot was first.
And then,
Groot's beheading was first.
Yeah, but that one was like
it was like for sure he's not dying.
Yeah, you knew he wasn't gonna die.
That's not how they would do it.
Still. But that one, like Drax is like, oh, he gets shot, and he like they show it so dramatic, and he falls down, and he's like, oh,
the rest of the team
coughing blood, and then I think like what's the blue Nebula, she gets shot by the gun too, and she's also like she's bleeding or oil, whatever the fuck is that she does. And so then you're like thinking, well, I was thinking like, oh, maybe they're gonna kill off Drax. And like, well, that's a fucking courageous, move there. Mm-hmm. But then it's like they get to the ship and they just forget about it. They didn't even show how he got healed or anything.
But to scratch.
It was like, whatever. And then it happens obviously with Rocket, where like they get the passcode and they're gonna save him, and you have the whole thing. But it's like they're too late. He died, and then of course like. 10 seconds later, it's not working, and then he's alive again.
Not just 10 seconds later. That scene where he's talking to Lila in the afterlife.
Yeah, come on.
You can't just graze over
They
that.
were gonna kill him off in this movie.
That was a good scene. That was a good scene, but again, it's like there's
a lot of teasing.
There's no suspense in at least for me. I just like
you were
he's gonna
the whole
with
time.
Drax. I was when he first got shot. But then that amounted to nothing. And then Rocket came. And then during the whole big battles, you get more near deaths. That Nebula again, she's like trying to save everybody and everything. And she, she's the last one there. And but of course she still makes it. And then Star-Lord was the biggest amounted to nothing. Yeah. And I thought like, okay, this is gonna be the big death. And when his fucking head like almost explodes or whatever the fuck happens, you're like, he's definitely dead. And then, in good old Marvel superhero kind of way, out of nowhere comes, Adam Goldlock and does
purposely saying it wrong,
and does his little Jesus touch or whatever,
which was very clever.
Well, Adam was from Adam and Eve. That's how he got
an Adam.
No, and then it's Sistine Chapel.
Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, it's Sistine Chapel. It's got an Adam.
Adam and Chris or Peter.
Yeah, and they do the whole thing, and he saves them, and then they bring him into the ship, and it's like Star-Lord's like, oh, I'm okay, and then it's like, it's like nothing happened. So
he's half celestial.
Yeah, it's just it brings up a thing that's always been a problem with me with superhero movies, specifically Marvel movies and superhero movies in general. It's just that there's no stakes. You always know the superheroes are gonna win. You always know that. I mean, it's like 99%. And that was one of the best arcs in the entire 26 movie
22
series of 22 movies. I'm sorry.
No, I agree.
It took 22 movies to kill one main character.
Original Groot died.
died. And that's what that
and
was.
Yondu died.
Yeah, but Yondu wasn't really like a
Black
superhero.
Widow died.
Yeah, but that was Endgame. Endgame, they ended
up with excuses now, Sam.
No, all these people. Black Widow died at Endgame, and Yondu wasn't really a superhero. He wasn't a hero. He was more of a villain.
He had the Ravager's funeral.
He was more of a villain, though.
He is Mary Poppins, Joe.
He was
exactly.
He's not the same thing.
He's Peter's daddy.
No.
I will say that I was with you.
Loki has died like 4 times.
Thank you.
Right.
Loki is a villain. Loki is a villain. He always wins.
Now.
And he always comes back, by the way.
No, I was thinking someone was gonna die. I was hoping at least the carrot-looking guy would have died.
Carrot head. That was a great joke.
Fucking at least that guy that looks like a carrot. He's all like, what the fuck? Because he looks like
That
a
was
carrot.
so good.
I like that. But yeah, no, I'm with you, Sam. I will say I was expecting, just because of the fact that in the last two movies someone died, Groot and Yondu. So I was like, for sure, they've already shown us that they're not afraid of killing off someone that we know and love.
And especially,
so who is it going to be this one? And you're right.
It's James Gunn's final movie.
Guardians movie.
And it was almost like he was just kind of just teasing it. And it's like, oh, you're like, oh, this one. What if it's this one? What if it's this one?
though.
Oh, everybody's alive.
Well, that's the thing. If you think about James Gunn, so if this is what his vision was for this last film, to have everyone survive and have this happy ending for this final film of this team, and that's how the way he wanted it to be.
This is not the final film of this team.
Of the Guardians of this team?
They're gonna come back.
No.
They're gonna
already said he's done.
Yeah, right.
Saldana says she's done as well.
Nebula's not
they're
back.
gonna bring him.
No, Karen's back.
I guarantee you, they're gonna bring him back in
not
something.
This team. Not
They're
this
gonna
team.
bring him back
No,
in some
I'll put money on it.
in some Avengers movie
no,
down the
no,
line.
The Secret Wars. They'll probably
No,
be
yeah,
Secret
yeah.
Wars.
No, not this team. Not this specific team. Not this lineup.
Okay, maybe not as the Guardians, but like in Secret
The
Wars,
actors,
they might
the
be
characters
like,
are
all
gonna
the
come
characters.
back. Yeah,
Like,
the characters.
okay,
are
I
gonna
know
come back.
someone in space that can give us information. Let me put him on the video screen, and it's gonna be Star-Lord. Like what? Yeah,
That's
no.
likely. I'm talking about
Sure.
the team, not the characters.
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
The
but
team.
I'm talking
This
about the
team.
characters.
This is the end of these Guardians as we know it, the way they are in this film.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
So if that's what James Gunn envisioned, then that's how it is.
Yeah.
So
okay,
like,
cool.
at what point, like, I know, because
I'm just saying, in terms of an impact, in terms of an impact of you as a viewer.
Does that take away from the film from you? Does it make it less of a good film for you because there wasn't?
I think it makes it less impactful. It just becomes to me a good. Like I said, I still think it's a good movie. It's enjoyable. It was fun. It had good action, but it had no emotional depth. To me, I know to you guys
this
for
movie
sure.
had no emotional depth.
It did. Yes. Because of Rocket's story. But in terms of like all the other superheroes, again, I never felt like they were really in danger. Every single time, even with Rocket, I mean, even though his story is sad and everything like that, but like there's gonna be a happy ending. I was like 99% sure everyone was gonna be alive. And then, it was just what I was hoping that I would be wrong. I was hoping that there would be a little bit of like,
I think if I may.
oh, I didn't expect that. That was great.
If I may.
Yeah, go for it.
I feel like you personally feel like the only way that is if someone died. I feel like it's a bit much, like, because it's not. I didn't see it really as a happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it as an ending to this team, and that kind of bummed me out. I was like, oh fuck, they've all gone off to do their own separate things, which is sad, but they're all off doing their own separate things, which is cool because they're not dead. They didn't have to kill them necessarily to make it impactful. They at least to me, James Gunn found a way to make it impactful without using that easy low-hanging fruit of let's kill somebody. Like that, I just feel like that.
I don't think that's easy low-hanging fruit.
I think it is at this point.
No,
he has shown
when
us,
it comes to
he has
superhero
shown us,
movies,
He's already shown us he can kill people.
He has shown us in 2 movies that he's not afraid to kill someone.
Again, yeah, and the first movie when he kills when Groot dies, that's what makes actually Volume 1 one of the better ones. On top of the fact that the novelty of it and like everything that it was at that time, its historical impact, everything like that. But that movie is the better of the 3 because it has such an emotional impact. Who
died in Matt Reeves' Batman at the end that made it so good for you? Because you liked Matt Reeves' Batman.
Well, Matt Reeves' Batman
but
is
nobody
a different
died.
kind of movie. And
It's a superhero movie where at the end the superhero prevails.
Wait, yeah, that's
nobody
true.
dies.
That's true.
It's
That's
so
true. Hold on.
expected.
But I did remember.
But yeah, you liked it.
Wait, hold on. Remember, we did talk. I did like it. And I also like this movie, by the way. Again,
No, you're saying you hate this movie.
no, I don't.
You
I said at the beginning that I had a positive. No,
Don't
but
try to change your
I will
brain.
remind you, Sir Peñalosa,
Yeah.
that during our conversation, you can go to that review in our history here.
Yeah.
That I talked about how I didn't like how it ended. I didn't like that it felt so anticlimactic because you could have had the whole situation with Alfred dying. Yeah, like at the end, and that would have been more impactful, and that would have been a great climactic ending.
So hold on.
And that was one of the things that brought it down for me a little bit with that one too. So consistency,
hold on.
suck it. I'm sorry, I just want to tell Ubre to suck it.
I like
suck
hearing
it,
this.
suck it. No.
So question. So from what I'm hearing is if the movie ends up doing exactly what you had already envisioned or what you had hoped for, it then affects the film itself. Because right now you're putting so much emphasis on the fact that there wasn't a death. That's taken away from the film for you from fully enjoying it. Because there wasn't a death.
No, a death would have been something that I would not have expected.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you wanted that. So therefore the film doesn't meet the standard that you want because you wanted a death in it.
No, I think when movies do something that I do not expect and surprise me and make me feel something that I didn't think I was going to feel, that makes that movie better for me.
Were you expecting I'm going into animal humanoids dying?
People died.
A lot of people died in this one.
Adam Warlock's mom died.
Adam Warlock's mom died.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about
Wow. So then now
sorry, Cody, mom.
Wow. Yeah, no, a lot of animal humanoids, which to
I like how you try. I like how you guys are like, oh, but this minor character died. Oh my God! I'm talking about.
Pretty sure the pilot of that ship.
You started the conversation with nobody died. Then we pointed out people died. Well, it's not the people I wanted to die.
No. It's not just about wanting it. I'm talking about like what would make the story more impactful.
It
would
was
make it more
incredibly impactful. I'll tell you this right now. I've never sobbed more during a movie in my entire life.
You sobbed for everything,
man.
man.
Hysterically
that doesn't
throughout this entire movie.
You don't.
The second time I watched it.
You were crying over that Pacific Bell commercial.
Yeah.
Fucking just using money as tissues. Remember?
I was using money as
tissues. It was
tissues.
a Pacific Bell. No, I was thinking of my dummy number.
What the
Easy
fuck?
there. Easy there.
Yes, sir?
Oh, shit. So while Sam recovers,
I'm sorry, the laughing makes me cough.
I'm to bring it back to the humanoids. I did like that part of Counter Earth, the animal, because that got me thinking too.
Did you catch yourself in the movie theater? Okay, so we're referencing all the humanoids, the anthropomorphic animals.
Anthropomorphic.
Thank you. I was sneezing.
Put it sound delay.
So everyone's an animal, and then it took you a while, and then as soon as like they started going into the house, you're like, "Oh, she's a bat," and you said it like at normal dialogue volume.
And it was a few people turned around like, "Fucking serious, guys?"
Because you're just like,
"There's one character."
It's a bat.
Can I say something? Because you reminded me. I'm a little disappointed by your guys' theater behavior. Because this guy during Nicole Kidman's little presentation, which is like one of the most important things before the movie starts.
It's not.
He takes out his phone and takes a goddamn selfie.
I knew Sam was annoyed right away. I knew Sam was annoyed right away. I knew Sam was annoyed right away.
Nicole Kidman is talking. Can you please show some goddamn respect for fuck's sakes? Put your goddamn phone away.
If you guys happen to follow me on Instagram and you guys saw the selfie, Sam's facial reaction is not just like, it's actual rage.
I was saying, what the fuck are you doing? Is what I was saying.
I'm confused because I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I wasn't mad. I was just like...
You're like mid-popcorn. You're like, your hands in there.
But Sam was genuinely mad. I didn't do anything that angered you. I didn't talk. I didn't take out my phone.
Yeah, what about the rest of the movie? Oh, I got pissed at the teenagers next to me. They had their phones out. I had to say something.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, really?
Why go to the movie theaters if you're going to have your phone out?
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that.
The movie.
I did hear you every once in a while be like, "Oh yeah," or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you would lean over to me and make comments. You'd be like, "Oh, this is the."
Yeah.
And not to be a
I gotta be honest. In my mind, I was like,
watching.
"God damn it, Arturo!"
Yeah.
We had a whole podcast where we talked about how we hate how people talk during movies.
Was I there for that podcast?
Yes, you were there.
I think you were.
Yes, you were.
I think you were.
And you were in agreement.
About watching movies?
Yes, in theaters.
About
what was it called?
Theater etiquette.
Theater etiquette.
It was called Morons Make Sense.
It was
not part of that.
It was called Morons Make Sense. We talked about. It's a podcast. You should listen to it sometime. It's good. But yeah, no, something you should know about Sam while watching a movie. I once made the mistake of texting him during trailers. And even he texted like, "Put your fucking phone away. Stop texting me. It's trailers." And I was like, "Motherfucker,
wait,
it's
you guys
trailers."
watching at the same time?
No. He was at home. And I was at the movie and I was
me-
like, "Oh, I just watched this trailer for this movie. It's pretty good." And he was like, "Oh, yeah." And then the next trailer, and I was like, oh man, this trailer also looks good. And then finally he's like, put your fucking phone away. Stop texting during the trailers. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
God damn it.
Fucking trailers.
So people are
Everyone
trying to
has seen
enjoy
them.
the trailers, and you
No
got
one's
this guy
trying to enjoy the trailers.
I'm trying to enjoy the trailers.
They're online.
Gonna put
They're
me through
available
20,
online now.
put me
They're
through
available
20
online.
minutes of trailers, at least I'm gonna pay attention.
I show up after they start.
No, and as for Nicole Kidman, I feel like they should fucking change it up now. Have another actor do the exact same dialogue. I don't give a shit. Have it be like fucking Marlon Wayans
should be like
or
Jack
fucking, yeah, Jack Black does the exact
dress
same
or
in the
something.
exact same.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a white suit.
Oh my, that'd be great.
Just
It's a white
parody
suit.
it.
Yep.
So good.
Just go full parody.
I would be all for it, and I would specifically choose AMC as my movie theaters moving forward.
Anyways,
if they did that.
let's go back to this movie. Should we talk about get into the topic of like superhero movies state at this point?
Well, we need to grade this movie first.
That's true.
We need to grade it. I
We
don't.
need to wrap
Do you want to grade it? You wanna grade it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
we're
grade it.
mixing
That's
the movie,
good.
are we
That's
not?
good. Yeah, yeah. Anything? Oh, then anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, it's just some of the character development, like we mentioned
There's so
earlier.
much,
seeing
man.
Drax be
There's
a
so
dad
much.
at the end of the film, going from that route that his
Yeah.
daughter and
That
his
was
wife
good.
died in the first film,
Yeah.
or before the first film, and just having that develop, the whole stupidity angle with Mantis and the whole humor aspect.
Very
Just,
good.
again, it was the development. So many things came full circle. Gamora.
Yeah.
You know, even her, like the
I
fact
like
that she's a
that they-
time displaced character,
and I
coming
like
to
that
term
they-
with who she is now.
Yeah, sorry to
Yeah,
cut you
yeah.
off. That was
Yeah,
rude,
go
very
ahead.
rude of me. But I like that they didn't go with the.
They're gonna get back together.
They're gonna get back
Agreed.
together, and then she's gonna fall in love with him
I
again.
agree with that.
And I was like, fuck, I guess if that's where it's going, I'll fucking enjoy it. But I would prefer that it's more realistic because
And
it's
it
not.
went- yeah.
And she didn't have the
Or
same experiences.
unexpected,
or
where you would.
unexpected.
Yeah, you see how when something
But
happens
see-
unexpected, it makes the movie
No,
look better.
no.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
Going off of that, I love the scene where she shoves Peter against like the computer screens, and she's like, "I do not give a shit about you and your Gamora. Like this is who I am."
Yeah.
And like in the relationship she had with Nebula and stuff like that, like it made sense in a better way. Agreed. Not that they just put them back together. No,
Yeah.
I agree.
like that was well handled.
Yeah.
What do you think of the first fucking F drop in an
in the
MCU?
MCU? Yeah.
Oh my
Apparently
god.
that was
Something
a-
movies.
Oh, you threw an F bomb in MCU. I
It
don't
was
know
so
how.
unexpected.
Yeah. Thank you, Noel.
Easy. I'm gonna look at my kids.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
look at
you
my
finally
fucking
said
kids.
fuck on an MCU movie. Congratulations, Disney.
I don't think they were looking for praise.
Go
I
fuck
think-
yourself.
Yeah.
is what I should be saying back
What's
to you.
interesting is that was an outtake, a fun run. So
it wasn't scripted. I think
Open the fucking door.
So they do a lot of
Yeah.
fun runs apparently with all the Guardians films and James, and
can
then
see
that
that.
was one of them. And then they decided to keep it and see what happens. And Kevin was like, because they were gonna
Kevin Feige.
yes, Kevin Feige, because they were originally Tony Stark's original line in Endgame was "Go fuck yourself" instead of saying "I am Iron Man."
No, it
To
wasn't.
Thanos, apparently.
Really?
And Kevin asked the Russos, "Do you want this to be your legacy?" And they're like, "Let's change it." And "I am Iron Man" is more final. It's better. I agree.
And that was on a fun run.
So he had the same thing. They asked James, "Do you want this to be your legacy?" And James was like, "Yeah."
Fuck yeah.
And so he kept it,
Fuck
and
yeah.
the Disney overlord said nothing. So it went its way into the movie.
Fucking Disney overlords.
I will say of all the Guardians, maybe even MCU movies, this one was a bit like
It was
much.
violent.
Like if for a
Violent as fuck.
PG-13, no, just
No,
like
no, no.
fucking roll his eyes over here because he's all like, "Oh, I show my kids fucking Human Centipede in the mornings." This is nothing compared to what I show my kids.
And that's
I'm
what we
a
fall
horrible
asleep
parent.
to,
The
my
first
friend.
superhero movie was
Easy.
Logan and Deadpool.
That's what we fall asleep to.
Fucking Sam excluded, I will say, as far as all the past MCU movies goes, when they showed the High Evolutionary without his skin face,
Mhm.
and he's all
was good.
like fucking, that shit was intense.
I
I
know.
remember myself thinking through
the
that
Rocket-
movie, too. Sorry, real quick. Is like,
Isn't it cool when
Rocket
they do
attacked
some
him, I'm
adult
like,
things?
oh, that's the only thing? He just
Yeah.
kind of scratched the
Yeah,
sides?
no, I knew it was the skin folded out. I knew it was I like the RoboCop
I
reference
agree
too.
with Sam. No,
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Anyway,
Like the ripping off the head of the pig, even though it's just a robot, but still,
Yeah.
the head was ripped off.
Yeah.
The blood from the scenes earlier that we mentioned, and then the whole fight sequence when they all fucking wreck him at the end after Rocket. has
Oh
been
yeah.
opened. This time I saw it.
The fight scenes were
Because
cool.
I slept through it the first time around.
Oh, you
I was
remember
like,
it.
holy shit, this is incredible.
I told you had missed a lot.
I did.
I was telling
Like-
Lupe, he missed a lot. I was like, no, he only missed like
I
a minute or two.
I was in and out
It's
for
like,
a
no,
while,
he didn't.
and then there was chunks, and then when I was discussing with Maya, she'd been thinking things up, and I'm like, I don't
They're like, yes, Star-Lord. Google's who is Star-Lord.
Anyways, all right. Do you guys
what's your
want
grade?
to grade this? You want to go this left to right like we always do?
Do we always go left to right?
Yeah, we always go left to right. So you're first, Mr. Number Man.
I'm a number guy.
You're the number guy.
I'm gonna give this a 9 point. Why are you showing me that? 9.3. I'm gonna give it a 9.3.
That's
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
8.3 on IMDb is really good.
It is really
Yeah.
Yeah. There's barely only like a few movies even get to
I'm gonna
9.
bump it up. No, I don't like the 9.3. I feel like it should get higher. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up.
You can't do that.
I'm gonna
man.
give it 2 thumbs up.
No.
9.7.
No.
9.7.
No,
9.7.
9.7.
You're bringing it up to 9.7?
9.7.
Jesus Christ. All right. I want you, as we're watching movies this year, you need to start keeping a list because when we get to our top 10 at the end of the year, I want you to remember that this was a 9.7. He's going to start the top 10. Number 10, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3.
No.
Why did I also quote from last year? Nope, fuck that movie.
Good enough. Not even the top 10.
No. I probably won't remember that I even saw this movie this year by the time we do the top 10.
God, we're,
All right.
We're literally about halfway through the year.
No.
It's May.
It's May. That's not half.
It is.
June is
half. Yeah.
We're almost there.
Yeah, but you know the good movies don't start coming out till around like September.
Well, this one just came out.
Yeah, this one's it's all right. Anyway, all right, I'll get to my grade here. Like I said, I did like this movie. I know that I spoke about some negatives, but there has to be some goddamn contrast. You guys are like fucking jizzing all over this movie, and it's like, God, for God's sakes, stop some of the jizzing.
I like to think of it as the movie is jizzing all over me.
Anyways, overall, I thought it was very funny. I love the action. I think it was, out of the 3 movies, this was better than the second one. I still think the first one is the best one, but this was an improvement from the second one, which the second one I didn't really like. It was kind of mediocre for me. But this one was good. I'm going to give it a B+. Like I said, pretty damn good movie.
That's high praise from you for a superhero film.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's good. I told you, I enjoyed this movie. If someone would have died in this fucking movie, it might have gone into the
Several
A range.
people died. We talked
A lot of animals. A lot of even animals died. That panda person died.
The priestess died.
The Batgirl, which I realized was a bat.
Arturo?
This movie, again, as I mentioned earlier, it's the most I've ever saw throughout a movie in theaters ever.
Yeah.
The second time, when I was completely by myself and allowed myself to express myself.
Yeah.
I was completely invested the entire time. The end of a chapter, the Guardians have grown really close to me, and it is 2 thumbs up.
Whoa,
Wow.
your highest
My
grade.
highest grade
Cisco, when you were
since this year.
Yeah.
If you missed the video game movie episode, it goes
He
go
changed
to the
his
end.
scoring.
He changed his grading system.
Yeah.
Actually, within that episode, he changed it like 3 times.
Yeah.
So and
I still thought someone was going to cut
It was
out,
a roller
and the
coaster.
whole thing was kept in the episode.
Yeah.
no, why would we cut anything out?
So-
There's nothing, no
That
reason to
was
cut
so
anything
ridiculous,
out.
but the new rating scale, as Sam mentioned, is either thumbs down, sideways thumb, which thumbs up,
Yeah.
and then 2 thumbs up. It's
Yeah.
the cream of the crop.
You know what? I kind of want to end it here. Let's the topic of where the superhero movie is now. I think we should do a whole
I
episode on that.
agree.
Yeah.
So-
then
we
can
wouldn't be
touch
able to do
on-
it justice.
Yeah.
It would take me another
Yeah.
hour.
I really want to touch on like superhero fatigue as a whole,
Yeah.
and things like of that nature, and like Marvel vs. DC, and like some of the
Yeah.
other films.
We'll do its own
like Dark
episode.
Horse Image films as well. Hellboy, that's a thing in itself.
Yeah.
I would love to have a separate topic.
Yeah. So watch out for that episode. And until then, please like and subscribe. You know, we're on the Facebook, the Twitter, the TikToks, the Instagrams, and all those social media outlets.
Everything.
Yeah. We really minced this movie up, guys. Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad we finally did a single movie. I'm glad. All right. And as always,
Have a dark night.
Batman Returns.